Like, I've been healed, set free, and delivered. Thank you to LBD Ministries and God.
I got the song, sorry.
I knew you was gonna start singing.
I don't know why. I just started singing all the time.
You just, oh God.
I can't help it.
You can, but you don't. It just
That's
comes
part of
out.
my past. Like, welcome back to another episode of Thursdays with the Tevneys. It's your boy, and he got a fresh cut. Mr. Tevin Vines, V-I-N-E-S.
And I'm Mrs. Vines. Did you miss us?
Did you miss us? What he say, Martin? Martin, did you miss me? Yeah, we took a little, it wasn't a break, it was just...
We had a lot going on.
Yeah.
It was busy.
It was very, very, very busy.
But we're back. Hey, y'all.
That's your slogan, ain't it?
Hey, y'all is not my slogan. That's what I say when I...
That's what I'm saying, but it'll be a slogan one day you get that thing copyrighted.
How can you... I don't
get some Hey Y'all t-shirts, what y'all bet?
He believes in me.
I bet.
I know you will.
I got
you
to.
You gotta be first partaker.
No.
Don't get in trouble. Okay.
I see that picture.
Huh?
Why are you trying to hide the box from me? Like it don't say it on the back of the car anyway. As we always do, we start the show off with a question from the Ann.
You gonna find a way.
I don't know what the Ann. Couples questions, couples editions.
It's by the Skin Deep. It's
the Skin Deep couples
edition. They know this. Why are we still?
Because I'm trying to get a check.
But okay, all right.
We love y'all cars, the Ann. Skin Deep.
We're gonna go to some more cars soon. I'm excited to see what he do then. You wanna go first? No.
Chivalry. Those who've been watching, they know what it is.
Okay. If you had to write a rule book for our relationship, what would be the number one rule?
A rule book for our relationship, what's the number one rule?
Excuse
the
me.
Number one rule would be start out how you gonna hold.
No. Bring it back.
That's what
but what would your rule be?
I thought it was for
I still have to answer.
Oh. So I stole your answer.
You can't take what I gave to you.
We ain't did it about 2 weeks. I forgot the rules. My bad. My rule would be keep God first.
Okay, that's good. That's actually an excellent rule for me. Number one, of course, mine is how it's always been, and it doesn't just go for you. I mean, it's mainly it. I always, of course, said it for you, but start at how you gonna hold out.
And I have.
Question, please.
What do you think I appreciate the most right now in my life?
Me. What's your answer?
That was...
What would your answer be? Not answer the question.
The perks of being married. Such a wonderful... Such a wonderful... It's a blessing.
Keep it moving. What's your answer to that question?
I just told you.
What, for me?
Oh, so in your life.
Right.
Me? You said you, so I'm going to say me.
But that wasn't your answer. In your head, that wasn't your answer.
Huh?
You heard me. Give me this one.
Jesus.
Anyway, today we are talking about, is the past important? Is that the title?
We just got talking about the past.
Talking about the past.
But that's a good topic. Is the past important?
Okay.
Do you think it's important?
Yep.
Okay, you know I don't like talking about the past.
You talk about, you don't. You still to this day, like, but when I first met him, like, he was like, I'm not talking about it.
We living in the now.
And I let that slide for that conversation, and then I circle back around because it's important. And even you said, like, you could see why I wanted to talk about it. But the past, for me, because he don't feel like it is, talking about the past is important because it allows you to see how the person got to where they are, how they've grown, if they were childish, what they needed to work on. Can I go on? The past is important, and I don't understand why.
I see the point now, but then I was like, why bring up the past? Like, especially somebody that, like, they might have like a hard past, might don't want to talk about it. It might.
But that's like the most important. Like, if you had a hard past, you don't feel like it's important to tell the person that you're like serious with. I'm not just talking about, oh, we just met and I just explode all of my business. Yeah. And that's where we were. Like, we weren't in the beginning. We were in the beginning, but we weren't in the beginning.
Right, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Like, I wasn't asking you for all of your business because it took me a while to tell him my business.
Long time.
But, I mean, it's benefit. Don't you think it's beneficial, though? For everything that I've told you.
Yeah, no,
to understand me.
I can see, like, why you do, like, some of the things you do and what you're trying to get done. I can, like, see now. Because of the past, I can have a future. That sounds like an inspirational quote.
You tried it.
So if I want to make that a status, just put a little line and put Tevins.
What is it?
Because of the past, I can have a future.
I'm gonna let you slide.
I don't think nobody said that. That's an inspirational quote.
I think somebody might have said
tag the Tevneys when you
tag him.
Hashtag the Tevneys.
Okay, so how long do you think you should wait to talk about the past?
Well, like you said, I ain't gonna jump right out there, but I feel like I don't really think it's a timeline on it. I think it's like
as you go.
Yeah, like one of them. It's not a conversation starter, but
no, definitely not.
It's like, yeah, like you said, as you go, like one conversation lead to the next, and then it just kind of like, I remember when I was such and such and such.
Yeah, I agree. But I also wish that, like, be healed when you're talking about it, because baby, that's gonna turn into something. You need a therapist.
Yeah,
especially if y'all are in the beginning of a relationship and you just like, my man did this and
that's one of my topics.
I don't know. No, don't talk too much about
that's since you already brought it up. You don't want to compare your current with your past. Like my man, like, or
I definitely, no, don't do that. But okay, so when you say don't talk too much about your ex, you mean you're talking about in comparison, not like bringing them up.
Yeah, like say like you went to. Well, for us, for example, it's like that time I tried to surprise you with a restaurant. You said I already been here. You didn't say your ex took you there. But I'm just saying
I was going on a real date, so I was about to say.
Yes, I'm just saying like, for example, like if a man take you there and be like, my man took me here, you be like, I don't want to hear that.
I saw that on the episode. Like somebody, it was just they just kept bringing up with their partner.
That can
it's like a turn off.
And you can drive that man away. Like, you might well be with him. You're going to keep comparing me to him.
Yeah.
Vice versa. Fellas, don't. My girl used to do this.
Or she used to cook this real good. Can you try that? No. You gotta get on somewhere. No.
Well, she used to wear her hair like this.
I wish you would have ever.
I told you what I liked. I never said, like...
Y'all, let me tell you. My man told me, he was like, I like straight hair. And I was just like, and I think at the time I had a weave. Yes, when on our first date, when we first went out, I had weave in my hair, so it was cool. But I was like, when this come out though, she's natural. So I'm just like, I mean, it's okay. You don't like my hair for real.
I never said
you did.
I never said I didn't like your hair, dude.
But you said you like straight hair. Most men when they say they like straight hair, that means that's what they want to see all the time.
How many times a year do you get weave, like straight hair?
Weave once.
And you straighten your hair
twice
for Christmas or something like that?
I try to do 2 times a year. I only did it. I haven't done it this year because I got my
between. How many times do I be like, when you gonna straighten your hair? When you gonna straighten your hair?
He don't bother me. You talking about dreads?
I just said I like it. That doesn't mean
or locks. Let me fix it.
I never said I prefer you. Now, if I would have said that, then there would have been a problem. I just said I like straight hair. That's always been like.
But I don't ever fulfill that fantasy until Sorry.
Just never mind.
I feel like I know what crossed your mind, and we're gonna move on. So don't keep bringing up your partner, your ex, not your partner, but your ex, or comparing them, because that's just trash. Like
it's
you
trash.
you not with them for a reason. Like
maybe it's a reason why you're not with them.
So don't bring that into the new one, because I would stop talking to you. If that was, his case, but he wasn't like that. Thank God.
I think like that just really cover like all 4 of my little points I read.
No, but okay. So what do you ask though? Like for me, my main reason for wanting to know, like I said in the beginning, is just my main thing. I just want to know, like, did you cheat? If you were cheated on, if you were healed from it, like, why didn't it work? Like, how were you in the relationship? Like, those things are important so I can kind of know and gauge, like, where you are. So what are some things, like, is that the main things that if you do talk about the past, like, what are you asking?
Okay, I see the question now. I was looking like,
you wrote that.
What to ask your partner about their exes?
Yes, you wrote it down.
Yeah, I was looking all over the phone like, what is she talking about? Yeah, like you said, how long was y'all together?
Oh yeah, I didn't want to know that.
Why did y'all break up? Were you like close with their parents? That's very important.
That's important because
some parents don't know how to let go.
That part.
Some parents do not know how to let go.
I was legit. Well, I mean, it was kind of a little different though because they had a child together. But like, even in those instances, like the mom was so close to the mother of the child, like, and he had a whole fiance, and she was like on team her, like, and the fiance was like, you don't even take up for your son. Like, how do you? It was my favorite show, Family or Fiance. Not my favorite, but
real story about the same, bro.
Yeah, it's a real story.
And I thought like this happened with you.
Oh no.
That's why I was like, ain't nobody coming up. But yeah,
no, it's not real.
Why did y'all break up? Are they close with your parents? What's another? Well, for you, did you ask me how long I was single before we started?
I think I did. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I asked you how long have you been single.
Yeah, that's
because we talked about celibacy and all of that. Because I wanted to know, like.
Yeah, that's.
And that goes into talking about the past too. Like, what are you dealing with? It's not just off of just relationships when you talk about your past. It's like, what past things have you dealt with, or what are you dealing with? Like, when you are going into dating somebody, like, you need to know if your plan and pathway is celibacy and singleness and following the will of God. Like, you need to know if they're struggling watching porn, or they can't, you know what I'm saying, because there's things that they might try to bring to you, and right. You need to know if you're going to be able to handle.
If you can handle
it. Because some people can't, and they get sucked up into
crazy.
They get sucked up into doing whatever the other person is doing. So
then you on the altar Sunday morning like
boo-hoo crying. Baby, ask me how I know. Okay.
How you know?
Because I used to have I used to be.
You used to what?
Porn and masturbation used to be an issue for me.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Down, like, a long time ago. Like, I've been healed, set free, and delivered. Thank you to LBD Ministries and God.
I got a song, I'm sorry.
I knew you was going to start singing.
I don't know why. I just started singing all the time.
You just, oh, God.
I can't help it.
You can, but you don't. It just
That's
comes
part of
out.
my past, like.
Anyway.
It's part of my past. I'm still dealing with it.
And then, also with that.
Don't try.
I just you gotta carry the conversation on, because he gets stuck. Even with talking about the past, like, knowing why I used to always say, it's two things I used to always say. You you are who you hang around, and start out how you can hold out. Just because of, like, it's important to know who they associate themselves with. And then, like, everything with, like, my dad, I've talked about it before, like, being consistent. You need to know, like, what they've experienced in their family relationships that, you know, molds and shape them into who they are.
Yeah.
So, like, talking about the past is important. It's hard to a certain extent, and of course you don't just spill your guts.
Right.
Because even though I told you some stuff, it took me a long time to tell you.
A long time.
A long time, yeah. But it took me a long time to tell you, like, everything. When I felt comfortable, when I felt like we were going to really be, like, this was really something, we were going to be together, that you can handle it. And yeah, basically that's it.
So another question had crossed my mind, like, about to ask your partner. It's very important to ask them, like, are you still cool with your ex? Because some people break up, they still mutual friends, like, they, so, like, how can you, like, handle that situation? Oh, why are you laughing? I mean, I'm just trying to help the people.
I know, but it just flashed back in my mind.
Like, or like you and your ex might got a child together. Like, how do y'all, like, handle that situation?
That's true, though.
Like, so it's...
And how do you feel? Like,
yeah.
Is that a problem that you talk to your ex, or that needs to be talked about?
Because I watched a story on TikTok. It's a little sidebar. I think I told you about it. No, it was a Steve Harvey morning show. The lady had wrote in and was like, her husband's ex is single, so, like, when she leave the club, she always send him her location, like making sure she get home safe, and she sends him, like, the Uber and stuff. That. So, like, is that...
Send it to your friend.
So,
y'all
like,
are doing it.
Like, can you handle stuff like that?
It's like, not even on the level of if I can handle it. We not doing it.
It ain't happening. I'm just saying.
I know, but I'm just saying we not doing it. No, we not doing it.
But some people think it's like,
I can see about the, to a certain extent, of you talking to the mother of your child a lot.
As long as it's about the kids.
Right.
Yeah.
But when you get to, you leave the club and you still sending him your location, we not doing it. You got some friends. Send it to your mama. Figure it out. It's time for you to move forward.
Yeah. You making it seem like it was me.
It want you.
So we not good.
It want you.
Ain't nobody send me no, like, their location.
You haven't.
You the only person that sent me the location.
But yeah, that's important to know, though, and talk about, like, but.
Do you think it's beneficial to talk about the past?
Yeah, we talk.
Yeah, I was talking about it. I discussed that. I feel like that question was for me.
What?
Well, why didn't you want to talk about the past?
Yeah, that was for you.
I think I already answered.
You did. That's why I haven't.
I didn't want to.
It's like we have a list, but I just kind of. I just
going on.
Yeah.
So these like just notes. I thought we were on.
We gonna get it together.
But the past is the past.
So?
Sometimes you gotta leave it alone.
No.
So, okay, what if a person, like, their past, like, really, really hurt them, or they went through a lot and they get a new relationship, and, like, the person bring it up and, like, they done got healed from it, now they bringing up the past, and it just, like, caused them to relapse. Like,
So are you really healed?
I mean, you ain't talked about it in like 2 or 3 years, and somebody be like, "Oh, tell me about your past." You just,
So are you really healed? That's the question. If it can set you off to that degree, I understand we all have triggers. Like I tell you, that's a trigger. Don't, but it doesn't mean that I'm back to where I was and I'm gonna react in the same. I'm gonna react in the same way like I did in the past. But if you like on some rah, like, are you really healed though? Are you really over it? Did you really work through it, or did you work it kind of like took over time and you just swept it under the rug again? You didn't have to bring it back up because you weren't talking to anybody, so you really haven't had to deal with it because you didn't deal with it the first time.
You said a lot right there.
I did.
I almost got lost for a second, but she said a lot. Are you really? That's a good. Are you really here? That's a preaching session right there. Put me in E flat, Doc. Let's ride.
Do you feel like you were here when we first started talking?
No.
You don't? Oh, I don't think I've ever asked you that.
Some stuff like that when you in a new relationship, like you said, you just sweep it under the rug. I mean, but some stuff came out like that you found out about. Huh? It's not for the people, but yeah, there's some stuff I just like swept under the rug. Putting on a facade.
That's something totally different.
That's something different. Okay, but yeah.
That's why I skipped spaces.
Don't mind that. But yeah, some stuff I just swept under the rug and like
after you stopped talking to her, you just swept under the rug.
Oh, you talking about like relationship? I was talking about just like heal from like stuff.
Where are we?
I thought we was talking about like being healed
from the past, right? From the past.
Yeah.
So I said when we first started talking, were you healed?
And I said no. Like,
okay. But you just talking about in general.
Yeah. Like,
okay, I was talking about from your past. Yeah, I was talking about
no. I was healed from that. Ooh. It took a lot of.
So that's why I was confused. So I know what you talking about.
Yeah, I'm about to say like, but yeah, that's my past relationship. Yeah, that took a lot of time.
But you were healed when
I was healed.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to get myself together.
Okay.
Had to get my money back up.
I just when I sit and think about like, but that's who you are though. Like, so I get it. But that's why I be telling you was don't take advantage of people. If you don't want to be with people, go about your business.
Yeah, it was crazy. Came to church and everything. I ain't tell you that.
Yeah. See, we've been together how long? We've been together 4 years.
Right. That's why I'm not talking about.
No! See, this is what I'm talking about. We've been together for 4 years.
And they only came to church once, so yeah. And then I needed a ride back to school too. So they started making their beats then, man.
If y'all hear that, they think they Dr. Dre. Stop. They think they Dr. Dre and the people. Anyway, you ain't never tell me that though. That meant everybody.
No.
Oh.
Just came to church. I tried to need a ride back to school, so be like, come on to church.
So you used them too?
What? No, because I was going to get back to school regardless, but...
Oh. You really invited them to invite them, or did you use them? It's just you used them for a ride.
No.
Yes, you Yes, you did.
No.
So you were a little user too. I thought I knew a lot of stuff. You know, you learn something new about your partner all the time. And today I learned that he was a little user.
No.
You a little user, bruh.
No, I'm not. Don't say that. Cause people ain't gonna wanna call me no more. They gonna think I'm using them.
You don't. Because you pay your friends. Like, it ain't like you just...
Yeah. I do what I can.
You do. But, all in all... Talking about the past is important. And it doesn't mean that you have to rush and do it, but if it's somebody that you're serious about, don't just do it all willy-nilly. If it's somebody you just talking to, like, and you don't feel like it's gonna go nowhere. But if it's somebody that you've been talking to for a while, or even like a month, like, and you feel like, okay, this is on the path of something, good and great, then talk about it, because they need to know where you came from, if you healed.
Take your time.
Yeah.
Don't just the first date. Don't bring out.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Well, yes, that's just a little bit too much. And if you've been doing that, maybe that's why you've been having so many first dates, because it's too much. Calm down.
At least get to it. I say at least get to about a month.
Yeah, about a month. At least a month. And it's not you telling them everything. It's just, giving them a little bit more. Give people substance about yourself, not just the surface.
But it depends too, like how often you dating too. 'Cause I know in a month, we're going at least 6 dates in a month, don't we?
Yeah, but there's still a lot of stuff to talk about other than everything that you dealt with in your past in a month.
So on your first date, what do you talk about?
On my first date, what did we talk about?
We talked about how your day was.
Yeah.
We talked about little stuff like where you work, what you do for a living.
Yeah.
You told me where you was coming from, like why you was late.
Oh yeah.
I didn't pick her up on the first date.
No. I had my godson birthday dinner.
Yeah, we just met at the movie. So what else we talk? I asked, did you want anything from concession? You said no.
That's a sore subject. That is a sore subject, y'all. But I'm about to tell y'all. He asked me, did I want anything from the concession stand? And I did say no, but he got M&M's and he told me don't ask for nothing.
They don't even believe it.
He said don't ask for them. And I'm just like you meet somebody for the first time. What? And I was just like, okay.
That might have been, I asked.
And then he didn't ask me if I wanted them when we got in the movies either. So he was serious.
I said, do you want anything from concession? You was like, okay. Okay. Because once I crack these boys open.
You share with me now?
And you tell me you want something from concession now. You didn't tell me you wanted them then.
There's been a time where you was like, you want some meals? I was like, no. But then when you bought them, let me get them.
It ain't no, it's just you take them. Ain't even no ads. You just put your hand in the bag.
The first one is a box at the movies.
They got a little bag one.
And the one we go to is a box.
When you stick your finger in the box.
Ow. I said, let me get them. When you give them to me, you hand them to me.
I don't have a choice.
You technically don't.
But you get the same thing every time we go. So
I do.
We either get some popcorn, M&M's.
And icy.
You get the icy and I get the large. Oh, large. Get the large.
ooh, you got money.
I don't need to be thirsty. Cause you get that small and you gonna drink it for the movie come on. Then you got to get up in the middle of the movie with your refill. Just go ahead and get the large. It's okay. I'm gonna do a little plug. Download the Sunmark app.
Oh my God, you gotta
become get a membership and you get 20% off.
And what else?
And you get a free movie every month. And if you don't go to movies that month, it roll over. So your date can be cheap. She ain't got nothing. You can go take the movie for free. And you get cheap snacks.
Yeah. So if you love the movies like us, it makes sense.
$10 a month.
It makes sense.
You spend $10 at Chick-fil-A.
Yes, because they don't went up.
We were just talking about stuff going up too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when cookout trays used to be $4.25. It's like $8-9 now.
It's $8-9.
By the time you add cheese now.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And bacon.
What else you say? What else we say?
Sugar plum.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, I need to go back to the past. No, because that stuff half for no reason. And like your portion is getting smaller if you ask me.
Chick-fil-A portions ain't got smaller though.
That little white box here. I believe their large used to be a small. Like their fry box, I believe it was. And they came out with that little white box for like the medium.
Really?
I think their large box used to be their medium.
Oh.
Chick-fil-A getting over too.
I don't remember.
And then why is it that while we on Chick-fil-A?
How did we get here?
I don't know. We just got to roll with it.
Okay.
Why is it that Chick-fil-A can be one price somewhere else, but when you go to the mall, like Crabtree or somewhere, that Chick-fil-A, their sandwiches be like $3 extra.
You be over-exaggerating.
Bro, you can get a sandwich at Chick-fil-A.
You be over-exaggerating,
like, the number one meal, like the Chick-fil-A sandwich meal, be like $7 at your Chick-fil-A. You go to Crabtree, that meal like $11, $12.
Bubba.
And you be like, dang.
Bubba.
And the line be wrapped around like.
He over-exaggerating.
No, Wilson got the best Chick-fil-A. I'm sorry. I compare. And when we go out of town and stuff.
You do.
Nobody has yet. I don't know that one that, where we go? Myrtle Beach. That lemonade was
good.
From heaven.
It was good. And Wilson lemonade be hit or miss. I don't care. I said it.
Whoa.
It be hit or miss.
Whoa.
It was hit or miss last week when I had it. And it be hit or miss. Sometimes it be sweet. Sometimes it be tart. I don't care. I said it. For those that like Chick-fil-A, I said it. Hit or miss.
Chick-fil-A, just write the check out to Tevin. Write the check to Tevin. You ain't got to add. Your lemonade is always
make it out to the Tevneys, because that's what it is.
Your lemonade is always good.
Whatever.
But yeah, that was an episode about the past.
To bring it back.
Yeah. Go on and close this out.
Oh my God.
What we forget?
If you are already subscribed, thank you so much.
I didn't do my job. We took like 2 weeks off. I done forgot my job. Man, I'm sorry, fans out there.
They're not fans.
Family,
thank
friends.
you. They're family and friends.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Yes. But we thank you if you already subscribed to the Tevneys. If you have not, then make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. I forget to say that part, so you can just be updated whenever our episode
I forgot to do that right there.
Is posted. And we thank you so much for having Thursdays with the Tevneys.
I got one more thing.
He asked me to close out and we still got to talk.
I got one more thing. I went this whole episode. I ain't listening to nothing.
Bye, y'all.